It's very easy to think that marketing a podcast requires one set of skills, but realistically, we know that marketing not only entails so many varying skills, but also encompasses so many different types of marketing channels, from Facebook, social media, Twitter, Instagram, through to Facebook advertising, data-driven marketing, between strategic work and tactical work. Marketing is not simply one thing, and one of the most prominent marketing channels since I began in digital marketing back in 2005 is, of course, organic search engine traffic. And that is what I want to talk to you about today. How to find the right partner to help you with your search engine optimization. Now, if you're not familiar with SEO, please go ahead and listen to the previous episode 130 where I discuss what exactly SEO is. That is kind of a prerequisite. If you know a little bit about SEO, that's cool. Don't worry about it. We can dive in here. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're wondering, Marco, what's this SEO thing that you keep going on about? If you don't know what that is, go ahead and check out the previous episode. This, of course, is the Podcast Accelerator. I'm your host, Mark Asquith, CEO and co-founder of Rebel Base Media, the podcasting company that is responsible for Captivate.fm, the world's only growth-oriented podcast host. So you can go and check that out over at Captivate.fm, and you can easily subscribe and try Captivate.fm for your own podcast hosting. Why would you do that? Well, there's a reason that it's getting outstanding reviews out there. Go and kick the tires, all right? Captivate.fm. Now, before I dive into this episode, I do also want to give a shout out to the wonderful team at AWeber who work with me on my email marketing for my podcast. And you're thinking, again, Marco, what are you talking about, dude? Why do I need email marketing? I'm not selling software. I'm not selling courses. I'm not trying to get people onto subscribing to my membership. Well, no, you're not. But what you're trying to do is you're in the game of relationships. And what you're trying to do is build those relationships deeper and more meaningful every single day. Now, email is the way to do that, all right? So please go and check out AWeber for 30 days totally free at markasquith.com/AWeber. Now, I got an email from the wonderful Kat. I'm not going to mention second names because, privacy is key, but Kat sent me an email. And she said to me, look, Mark, I really enjoyed the episode that you did on how to find the right marketing partner. And I'm fairly sure that I've actually found the right marketing partner. I've found the right person for me. And I'm fairly sure that I've got the right strategic partner in place. But, now we're talking tactics. And the marketing partner that I've got is saying that, we need to do a little bit of search work. We need to do a little bit of organic traffic work, a little bit of search engine optimization work, and honestly, we need to find the right partner for that. How do we go about doing that? And it's an absolutely wonderful question. And the kicker is here, Kat, that it's just really it's about approaching it how you would approach any other marketing partner, any other partner overall. And first and foremost, it comes down to the person. I used to run an SEO agency back in the day before we built out our wider digital and branding agency, Hacksaw. My agency back in the day used to specialize in search optimization, and we got some really wonderful work done for clients. We got some amazing results. We built some amazing businesses. But it comes down to the people, because the tactics can be learned, the tactics can be bought, the tactics can be sold. And the way that you implement things can be bought, can be sold, and can be learned. But without getting on with the right person, you're not going to really persist with anything. You're going to resent paying them. You're not going to enjoy what they say. In fact, you're probably going to push against a lot of what they say because, you just don't like them. Okay? So I know that sounds really fluffy, Kat, but the first thing that I am going to say is that make sure that whatever partner you work with, it doesn't matter who that is, doesn't matter what channel you're recruiting in for, doesn't matter what role you're recruiting in for, make sure that you get along with the people. Now, let's talk SEO specificity, specifics of how to recruit for an SEO role. Well, ultimately, SEO changes so very much. That's why the O stands for optimization. Not only as creators do we have to be continually on top of this, but what we've got to do is understand that the person that we're working with has an up-to-date level of knowledge with the tactics and the strategies and the techniques that work today in search. Because what worked 10 years ago, what worked 5 years ago, even a year ago, probably doesn't work today because Google, Bing, the rest of the search engines are continually tweaking their algorithms to serve user-centric content, okay? So this is the thing you've got to consider. First of all, you need some way of finding out And ideally, this is through testimonial. This is through proof of certification. Some way of saying, okay, Mr. Search Engine or Mrs. Search Engine Partner, are you up to date with today's relevant tactics for ranking me for organic keywords? Okay? That's the first thing you've got to do. The second thing you've got to do is you have to understand, and especially if you've got a marketing partner already, you have got to understand exactly what you're trying to achieve and why you're trying to achieve it. There's no point ranking for keywords that will not generate you any traffic, just so that you can pat yourself on the back and say, look at this, we rank for these keywords, or so that your search engine optimization partner can get paid. You have to generate traffic through these key phrases. So the key phrases that you type into Google that you want to rank for, you have to understand that this search engine partner is going to help you to find the keywords, the key phrases that are going to help you to generate traffic. If you aren't doing that, you are wasting your money on search. Okay? I could rank you today for meaningless key phrases, and I could probably sell to you the fact that those key phrases are ranked for and why that's such a good thing. But if no one in the universe is searching for them, it's pointless, okay? So you have to understand the difference between a high quality key phrase ranking and a low quality one. And if you don't understand that, you are at risk of spending money on something that doesn't generate any actual traffic. Because here's the other thing. You have to vet the search engine partner to make sure that they understand what you as a business do and what you as a business are trying to achieve. What is the KPI, the key performance indicator? What is the metric that you will measure to define success? Now, that cannot just be rankings. That cannot just be traffic. That has to also be, is the traffic mapping through to conversions? Now, of course, search engine optimization is not conversion optimization. That's an entirely different thing. But you have to increase the right set of numbers. All right, that is vital. Okay, that is vital. So please consider that before you do anything else. It's not often the rankings that will get you the results. It's the mix of the rankings, the traffic that you receive through the rankings, the conversions that you see on your website to, in podcasting's case, listeners, and then to subscribers, and then to email subscribers, and then to sales of whatever you want to sell. So please bear that in mind, okay? Now, how do you go about finding one? Ultimately, for me, search. Think it through. If someone's good at search, they should be ranking for search engine-related phrases. If you Google search engine optimization, Sheffield, search engine optimization, Manhattan, the best people should be at the top because that's what they do, okay? I would marry that to testimony and recommendations, and from there, with everything that I've said, you should then be able to find the right person. Okay? So consider that, Kat. It's an interesting question, and I'm sure that helps a lot of other people as well. So if you need anything, give me a shout at Mr. Asquith on Twitter, or drop me an email, Mark, M-A-R-K, at rebelbasemedia.io. Let me know what I can do. It's always a pleasure. Do check out Captivate.fm for your hosting and analytics needs as a podcaster. And until the next time, thank you for joining me, and never forget, the more you expect from yourself, the more you will excel.